Excuse me. Yeah, we just had them over to the house recently. And George, I want to thank you for giving me a ball that works.
Okay.
The Tyson.
George, you've done a great job.
How about you, Howie?
George, congratulations. You're
Oh, you think
an outstanding job this year. Supported a great job doing this.
Yeah, right.
Good for all of us. Thank you very much.
Okay, here we go. Go ahead.
We're so happy to be here. This is so exciting.
We're supposed to say hi to George and Janice and thank them for a great year. Absolutely.
It's been a wonderful year. Thanks to both of you.
Right here, all right.
So,
Hi, George and Janice. Janice is right there. She's hiding.
Hi, George. Hi, Janice. You did a great job. Enjoy Barcelona.
Good.
Just sign and then
Say
hi to George. Hi, George and Janice. Thank you for a great year.
Thank you, George and Janice.
Wonderful year. Great year. Thank you.
$50. They came in very handy down at Walmart.
We're delighted. Thank you.
Well, sure. George, you had the greatest year imaginable. You'll be proud of yourself. I really appreciate your hard work. You did a great job.
That was just good to read.
There we go.
Hi, George. I hope you had a good year. Sorry I missed most of the meetings.
Hello, wonderful party.
So it is. Yeah. Hi, Toshi.
Hi, George and Janice. I wish you well. I know that you had a good year, and I'm sorry that we didn't get to more functions, but I know that you did really well.
Good. Okay, go.
Yes, we want to thank George. In fact, we just did.
It's a great time of the year.
Okay.
We think he was one of the better presidents.
Absolutely best.
Best president we had?
I think so.
This year was the best president we had. Okay.
Say
Okay.
hi to George and Janice, and thank you for a great year.
Thank you for a great year.
Oh, George, it's been fabulous to be president and Janice. How have you done it?
Great. Good. Good.
Okay, I want to say something nice to George and Janice. I enjoy being with them. She bubbles all the time, every time I see her. And she's so supportive of George. And we've loved having him with us.
Great.
Thank you.
Oh, George, you really did it this year. You really did. And we appreciate it. That's enough. Thanks.
George and Janice, we bought a little surprise for you. Mr. Lowe, all the way from San Francisco. Say hello. Hey, George. Oh my goodness.
Have we met?
We met one time.
The guest Rotarian.
I'm the guest Rotarian for the night. Mr. Jones to you.
Hi to George and Janice. And
Right.
It was a wonderful year.
He had a great year. He did a fantastic job, and I'm just happy that he had such a fantastic
And
year.
we're delighted to be here.
We did.
Hi, Janice and George. It was a great year. You did a terrific job. And I promise I will never have to plateau again.
And I have the same greeting Janice and George.
Okay. All right, and go.
What a team you are. What a team you will always be. Thank you so much for a fabulous year. I don't know how we're going to carry on, but I'm sure we'll struggle.
2 more weeks, George. Have a good time in Spain. Not Russia, but Spain. It was a great year. Take care.
Ready?
Go. Go.
We feel real special with George because he lives across the street from us.
Oh, that's
he makes
right.
so much noise. We're over there.
And I'm the guy who brought him into the club in the first place.
Right. So
Very proud of that.
Good job.
wonderful.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
We'd love to say thank you for a great year, and hopefully many more to you two in retirement.
Okay. Good. Here we go.
Hi, George. Congratulations. They didn't impeach you during the whole year, and we're thrilled. Thanks for a wonderful year.
Good job.
And I
Say hi.
Just one camera. Just one camera.
Say hi, George.
Hi, George. Hi, George. You did a great job.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Here's 2 people that we hardly ever hear from.
Got that right.
Say hi to George and Janice. Thank them for a great year. Thank you, George.
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
George.
job.
Thank you, Janice.
And Janice, you were very supportive and a wonderful First Lady of Rotary. Probably in the history of the club, the second best First Lady.
Very good.
Thanks. Thank you,
All right.
George. We're very proud. Good job.
Great year. You had it in you and you did a super job. Congratulations.
Hi, Angel.
Great job.
Okay, go.
Hi, George. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Okay,
Congratulations for your great year.
good job.
George and Janice. Hi. It's been a great year.
Good job. Here we go.
George.
Hi, George and Janice.
You had a great year. Leonard Wasserstein was very proud of you.
Good job.
Are we on now?
Go.
George, I'm supposed to thank you for a great year. That really is a funny line, but we made it.
Good
And I
job.
love you.
Thank you.
George, you did a great job. Appreciate everything you did, and I think that you got some big shoes to fill. I and Irene are up to it. We look forward to the next couple of years.
Great.
Hi, George. It's been a wonderful year. Than anyone who's put more of his heart and soul into it than you have. We've appreciated so much what you've done. It's been great to work with you.
Great. There you go. Yeah, you're on.
George, I just want to say it's been a pleasurable year working with you, and hopefully you felt the same way. And I have to say that you have had a great presidency. It's been a real pleasure on my part to work with you.
Well, Ken, it's really nice having you. Even just 6 months. But you made on the top of this in the national service club.
Great
team.
Good.
Hi, George and Janice. What a great year. How about another term, George? How about 4 more terms? 4 more years? Thanks.
I'm always ready.
Okay.
With this script.
And besides, it's such a delight to toast George and Alicia and the wonderful year that they've given us. Amen.
Okay.
Hi, George and
Hello,
Janice.
George, Janice.
Yes.
We want to thank you for a great year this year. And George, I never did get one of your DIA dollars, and I'm very disappointed about that. But maybe we can work on that later. But thank you again for all that you did. You were a super president.
Thanks for letting me come.
Okay, you're on.
George, I certainly am sorry to see you leaving as president of the Westwood Village Rotary Club. You have done a fantastic job. But of course, I know that it wasn't really you who should get the credit. It should be Janice. Of course, she's planned all of the programs and given you an outline of all of the talks that you're supposed to give and so forth. But in any event, that's the way things go. Somebody gets the credit, but it should be Janice, not you. But George, we're going to miss seeing you up there at the podium on Thursday. Okay, luck to you.
Great.
Am I supposed to say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, George and Janice, I hope you enjoyed the restaurant that I recommended to you. I think Janice did tell me that she liked it, but it was a little noisy, but I'm glad you went.
Okay.
Good luck to you, and we'll see you the next time.
Say hi, George.
Like that. Hi, George. Say, George, you had a great year. Hello, George. How are you?
George, it's been a wonderful year. The way you conducted all the meetings, it's marvelous. And the best of luck to you in Barcelona. Have a good trip.
Okay. Wait, let me get you this way. Okay, turn around.
The sign says to say hi to George and Janice and to thank you for a great year. George, you did a terrific job. And I bet you're glad it's over. Have a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Westwood Village Rotarians and guests, welcome, welcome, welcome to the annual Demotion Party honoring our outgoing president, George L. Dean. We're here to honor a Rotarian for a job well done, soon to be past president. Now, I know all of you are sitting there and asking yourselves, What does the L stand for in George Dia's name? Now, I pondered this, and the only conclusion that I could come up with was it stands for Lincoln. George Lincoln Dia. Now, George has been our head of state, and like Lincoln, George has led us to great accomplishments. And like a true head of state, George has created his own currency and printed his own money, Dia dollars. But on the serious side, we are all grateful to George for his tremendous leadership as we honor him tonight. And I'd like to start things off by asking Dave Matson to come up and give us an invocation.
This invocation tonight, I am hoping, will be our only serious moment of the evening. This is a demotion party, and I thought, in light of the fact that it's a demotion party, I will look up the word demote in the American Heritage Dictionary. And the word demote means to reduce in grade, in rank, or in status. To most of us, that does not sound like a good thing. We seek promotion at work, not demotion. We seek to increase our grade, our status, and our rank, not reduce them. Yet a very wise teacher once said a very remarkable thing. Whoever wishes to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be slave of all. What appropriate words these are for an organization that prides itself on the motto, service above self. So tonight, as we demote President George, I have a suggestion for all of us. Why don't we all join him? A little demotion just might be a good thing for us all. Amen.
Thank you, Dave. Now I'd like to give some introductions and some recognition. We have as a special guest, District Governor 2001-2002, Len Wasserstein. District Governor 1998-1999, Carol Wiley and her husband Luke. Governor's executive aide, both for 2001, 2002, and 2002, 2003, 2000, or whatever, and Pat Cashin and his wife Betty. Incoming District Governor Rick Mendoza and his wife Helen are traveling abroad, so they could not be here tonight, but they send their congratulations to George. And the past district governors of Westwood Village, Bill Goodwin and his wife Judy. And Andy Anderson and his wife Pat. Rotary Auxiliary President Shirley Moore. Incoming auxiliary co-presidents, Sally Newman and Marjorie Downey. And George, if you would like to introduce your special guests.
I think my voice is loud right now. I can do that. First of all, I'd like to invite and go up to the mic. So many information. Thank you, Ted. I was thinking that after 12 months of training that my voice would be stronger than it is now. I'd like to thank my guests for coming tonight. First of all, I'd like to introduce my brother Henry and his friend Anita. And my friend of 50 years surprised me because when I went to He said he couldn't come, but on alone. And my good friend, Ken Kilple and Mercedes. Ken had to leave us in the middle of this year, but he is going to come back to us sometime in December, January. So Ken, we're welcome back to Rotary. And last but not least, a good friend, the president of the Santa Monica Rotary Club, Al Quigley, and his wife Kylie.
The last thing I want to say before dinner is to especially thank Shirley Moore and the auxiliary for the centerpieces. And now, please enjoy your dinner and that special Rotary Fellowship, and afterwards prepare yourself for some entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, Peter Moore and the fabulous Skit Committee will be presenting some macabre and grisly entertainment for your pleasure. The committee fondly and reverently calls this entertainment Dia of Atonement. Now, we at the Westwood Village Rotary have a tradition of maligning our outgoing president. But George, you must continuously remind yourself that it's all in good fun.
Don't worry, I feel very embarrassed.
George, just keep repeating over and over and over. It's all in good fun.
It's all in good fun.
Now, George, I have to warn you that the house rules at the Beach Club absolutely prohibit the throwing of any knives, forks, plates, or furniture at the cast. However, I do note that there is no specific provision prohibiting the throwing of food. So use your judgment, George. It is a recent evening at our President's home when an emergency meeting of the membership committee has been called to deal with a club crisis. President George Dia is concerned, very concerned. He has staked his club's reputation and presidential legacy on producing a net gain of 7 new members. The Rotary year is coming to an end soon, and he may not be able to make good on that promise. He is moaning and lamenting his fate. In fact, this indeed may be his Day of Atonement. Let's listen in.
Oh, woe is me. Woe is me.
what am I going to do? So far, I can count on 6 row Hawaiian and Lions Club members who just like to eat at the Delaware Hotel. They'll masquerade as new Rotarians until our district governor finds out that they were bribed with $. Somehow I just have to get that 7th member. I have to. The homeless guy that patrols Stone Canyon is a possibility. I mean, he lives close to the club. And I think I may have made a mistake making Igor the chairman of our membership committee. In fact, when he gets here, I'm going to have to push him hard to come up with number 7. Come in. Igor, is that you?
Yes, Master.
Igor, you don't have to call me Master. We're fellow Rotarians.
Yes, Master.
Igor, do you remember the promise I made to the club? A net gain of 7 new members. Well, as membership chairman, that responsibility is really up to you. Look at me, Igor. We need to bring in number 7 so I can keep my commitment, and we don't have much time.
Yes, Master. You really need to reconsider my offer. After all, my classification is just what is needed to put together our 7th Rotarian.
I'm sorry, Igor. Igor. You look like my mother-in-law, Igor. I forgot. What is your classification?
Yes, Master. I'm Igor, your male servant, holding the classification of body parts wholesale. It is my great honor to be in charge of your membership committee. I suppose. I believe you know what must be done.
That's right, Igor. And I'm glad you showed up. By the way, did you bring your membership committee tonight?
Yes, Master. You're looking at your committee. It seems that my entire committee has dropped out of the club.
That's great. You mean I only have you to help me with this catastrophe?
Yes, Master. That and my special version of the 4-way test is exactly what we need to make our 7th new Rotarian.
Igor, your version of the 4-way test? Don't you know that the 4-way test is the heart of Rotary?
Yes, Master, that my 4-way test digs up hearts also. Let me recite it for you.
Okay.
Is it truly dead? Is it fairly intact if relatives are concerned? Will the clothes go to goodwill and family friendships? And finally, and this is finally, will it be buried official for all concerned?
That is absolutely terrible. Don't repeat it, and don't call me Master.
Oh, yes, Master.
Igor, I still don't get the exact drift of how you're going to help me. I need a body, or a new member immediately. Exactly how do you propose we dig up the 7th Rotarian? Igor, are you listening to me?
Oh, yes, Master. When you bend a fender on a new car, you don't throw it away. And I feel the same way about a not too badly mutilated body part. Parts are available through my body parts wholesale, including limbs, feet, hands, and a few heads in excellent condition.
My God, Igor, are you telling me you could actually assemble a Rotarian from used body parts? I just find it's impossible to imagine. I realize medical science has come a long way, but to assemble a real Rotarian who, of course, is kind and gentle and handsome or beautiful and gracious or generous and totally dedicated to Rotary, I'm sorry, it sounds like a fairy tale.
Yes, Master, we can do it all except that very thing. Where science has failed in the past, I, and I alone, have learned the secret of reanimation. In layman's terms, I use lightning to get a jump start on things. Your Rotarian can be made available with the next full body.
Well, Igor, you can really fire up.
Juan, how are you?
Are you with me?
Yes, I was just saying, I'm going to England. I don't see him often. The best, I'm sure.
Well, Igor, if you could really fire up this previously owned Rotarian, it will eliminate what I thought was a grave situation. Igor, I said a grave situation.
Oh, yes, Master. Now you have the idea. I'm so happy you finally see it Igor's way. I'm ready to start digging in.
Yes, I figured on that. By the way, what's this going to cost? I put a real burden on the club's finances this year, and Doug says I'll be leaving a big debt for Ted to pay off. Would you accept my good as gold Dia dollars?
Yes, Master. I accept your Dia dollars, and with pleasure. Of course, you will have to accept a generic Rotarian. What I call a fork and knife model. You will need to come by and pick one out in my inventory, and to help defray some of my overheads. I'd like to hold a demotion party in my laboratory. She gets louder later.
I don't know, Igor. Maybe I can throw in some real money. I'll be by to visit your facilities to see what you can dig up for the money. How's tomorrow night?
Oh yes, Master. Please come by around midnight. My location is across the street from the Farmer John's meatpacking plant. Yes, that I moved because of the smell, but I told them it takes two to tango, and they've yet to reply. You'll finally get a chance to meet my headless Betty. I'll be expecting you tomorrow night.
Very good.
Heads up, everybody. We are now about to enter the laboratory. That's odd. Every time we say the word laboratory, we hear that scream. And that's not all that's odd tonight. Like, did you notice that Igor only spoke when he was asked a question?
Yes, Master.
Let's move on. And what a relief. We're now going to meet another actor in this fine mess, Igor's pet nurse, Betty. It seems that the solution to George's problem may actually be in a solution at Igor's place. That's where we are going to now, to the laboratory.
the Westwood Village Rotary Club. You know, that's where Igor spends his Thursdays having lunch. I have an appointment with Igor. He's volunteered to help me dig up one more Rotarian for our club.
Yes, Igor is very good at increasing a body count. Please, come in, and I'll let Igor know you're here.
By the way, when you say master, say it clearly.
Master!
That's better.
I'm sorry.
Good evening, Igor. Oh, that's you. Good evening, Igor. Can we get on with this? It really is getting late.
Yes, Master. Welcome to my laboratory.
Nurse Betty, are you all right? Igor, Betty seems upset. Can we still talk about number 7?
Yes, Master. That's okay, Betty. George is on a regular tour. No need for that usual sound effect. He's a fellow Rotarian, and that we're going to help out.
Whatever.
George! Sorry to step on your line, Betty. George, let me tell you how this will work. You see, you're in luck. We have prepared for you a selection of head-turning potential Rotarians. Nurse Betty, if you please. Let me step in front of you, George. Okay. George, this is the beginning of our project. No, excuse me, George. George, let me tell you how this will work. You see, you're in luck. We have prepared for you a selection of head-turning potential Rotarians. Nurse Betty, if you please. Wonderful. George, this is the beginning of our project. In fact, Nurse Betty and I have already begun the project. You might say, we've got a head start on the project because we know how important this Rotarian is to you. Here, take a look.
My God, this is horrible.
George, I'm sorry. It's a head litigator. And for those who didn't understand what I just said, a head litigator, and they will look rather pitiful in this condition. However, I know you will be surprised when we finish. Nurse Betty and I can bring miracles.
Igor, I had no idea. Isn't there another way? You realize at this point I'm desperate, but that is too awful to contemplate. Don't you have some other way to do this? What about recruiting? You know, I'm willing to spend all my remaining DIA dollars on this project.
Well, I'm willing to help with my standing Rotary discount, but the next level up is quite expensive. There is a deluxe model, George. I suppose we could move you up to the head of our product line. Prepare to be amazed. We've collected nothing but the best here in my laboratory. You will be head over heels with the selection we've got for you. Miss Betty, with your assistance, excuse me, George, I must invite I love you. You see, George, grade A Rotarian. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have a future district governor here. Now, George, I know the selection will be difficult. And I don't want you to get ahead of yourself and pick one just for looks alone. No, I think about that. We will find that a short interview will be helpful.
Okay, my God, this is amazing. And thanks for not calling me Master.
Oh yes, Master. Why don't we start with number one here?
Number one? Why does he always get to go first? That's not fair. He's getting a big head. We're always going first.
Now, be quiet, number two. George, at this point, their thought processes is not 100%. But you should be able to pick one that will work for the club. Number one, what is your favorite college team?
That's easy. UCLA. I love their head soccer coach.
Great, yeah, I could believe that. Number two, what was your favorite subject in school?
Hi, George. I was head of my class in school. My favorite subject, well, that would have to be theater arts. I especially loved my classes at UCLA. And by the way, don't listen to number one here. I'm pretty sure he went to USC.
Very good, number two. Now, number three. Can you tell George anything about Rotary?
Gosh, George, I know Rotary has made a lot of headway with a good head start against polio, but please don't pick me.
Why not? Rotary's fight against polio is extremely important. And I can see you have a good head on your shoulders. A good sense of service above self. Why don't you want me to pick you?
I've been falling head over heels in love with number two. And I'm afraid I'll never see her again if you pick me. Please don't pick me.
Brother number three, I told you I'm not interested in your head games.
That's enough now. Very good, all of you. Miss Betty, here's a treat for you. Well, George, there you have it. Will it be number one, number two, or number three?
No, run, go! I love you, number two.
I told you I've got a headache.
Oh.
Igor, I don't know. I'm sure any of them would be fine. I'm not sure. I'm sure any of them would be fine. You decide. Just remember that I'm planning on inducting the 7th Rotarian at the demotion party. Have it, or him, or her, or whatever, just be ready to go for the demotion party. And since we're having it here, I hope these will be covered.
Yes, Master. We will have them covered nicely. And your number 7 ready. Now, Miss Betty, will please show President George out.
Well, Igor, which one will it be?
Out with President George. Out. Miss Betty with President George.
Please, let me out. I have to go to the bathroom.
Igor, which one will it be? He asked you to decide, right?
President George, you were supposed to be gone long ago. Hi. Okay. Yes, he did. And for $10, he gets this. Go quickly now and start the procedure.
big night. President George is nervous. He's promised to induct the 7th new member at tonight's festivities. But where is number 7? Igor is trying to keep George calm. Let's listen in.
I must cover you as well. Number 3, I wish the hat was bigger to cover more. No offense.
Let's listen in.
George, over here. I got things to talk about. Come on, George. Yes. Step up here, George. Yes, you look like my brother. I feel like yes, Master, please calm down. Nurse Betty will be here any moment, and you'll have your prize. And thank you again for having the motion here in my laboratory.
I hope you're right, Igor. I can't wait any longer. Look at this crowd. They don't look very happy. Round is starting. You better be right.
Yes, Master. Don't worry. Betty always comes through. President George, walk this way.
Igor, that hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the end of my Rotary year. I'm sure you thought it would never end either. I'd like to take a moment to introduce the head table.
Oh, yes. Hi, George. Go, Brody.
I love you, number 2.
George, hope 7 gets here not before too long.
Before there was 7, there was 3. That's a beautiful hat, number 2.
Well, I was going to introduce them, but as you can see, they're very headstrong. Now, as I promised almost 12 months ago, membership growth with a net gain of 7 new members will be realized tonight. And with the help of your membership chairman, Igor. Yes, Igor put together our 7th member. He put together our 7th member. And I'm hoping to introduce yes, there he is. He's being accompanied by our lovely Betty, Igor's faithful head nurse. Thank you, Igor. One thing about you, Igor, you always have a leg up.
Thank you, Master.
It will be, well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Mr. 7. Now, we in Rotary will just call him 7. That's none of this good. He comes from many parts of the country. In fact, if you dig deeply enough, you'll find his bloodline in several famous families. He is single, although I'm told he's very interested in a special person who he refers to only as number 2. I'm told this is in honor of his mother, who will always be number 1 in his hearts. His classification is law, fashion, crime.
And he stops.
Igor, as his sponsor, would you please pin on his rotary lapel pin?
Oh, yes, President George, my pleasure. Number 7 over here, please.
Excellent job.
You're looking fine, number 7. Stand up straight, be proud.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of my Dia dollars. And I think the money was well spent.
Yes, it's almost over, folks. Not a minute too soon. But we thought we'd finish with a song composed by Roy Belosic in honor of George. On a personal note, I'm sure this will be the best part of the night, because leading us in song will be my lovely wife, Mary.
You get the words to the song in the back of your program. We're going to be singing it together. So let's sing the choruses to the tune of Another Saturday Night, but it's another Thursday lunch, and I ain't got the vibes. So I'm going to sing the little chorus for you once, and then I'd like you to sing it with me, and then we're going to go through the whole thing. I'll sing the verses, and you come in on the chorus each time, okay?